Hello, this is another episode of Strollin with Ty. Today we're going to talk about hourly expenses. What I mean by that is it's a good idea to figure out how much your expenses are, all of your bills and entertainment and everything. How much do they cost per hour? The reason that's important is because then it really puts in perspective how much money you're making an hour. It's a lot easier to look back at an hour and then look at the money that you were paid for that and say, is that enough? Is that really what I want? So, just as leading off here, just as an example, say you make about $60,000 a year. I think that's the average. Maybe it's a little bit higher now. That's $29 an hour. Well, then you're in the tax bracket to be taxed 15% federal tax. So you're really making about $51,000 a year, or $25 an hour, roughly. Then you have your bills. I think the average power bill is electricity bills like $110. I know we pay a stupid amount, like $250, but $110 is the average, so that's what we use. And then water bill, like $40. So that's $150 for power and water, which is about 50 cents an hour. So that takes it down to $24.50. You've got your cell phone, you've got your electricity, food. All these things take away from it. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole breakdown because it's really too personal. Like, it would just be theory crafting for a generic family or even single person. So I'll leave that to you. But I did mine a while ago. It was actually before I freed myself from corporate slavery. It was about I made about $2 an hour after everything was said and done. Now that $2 an hour, I minus entertainment and everything. So that $2 an hour for me was for emergencies and saving. $2. So I just imagine, I was like, all right, just imagine me sitting there working an hour and someone pops in and says, "Good job in that last hour, Ty. Here's your $2. And I'd be like, "Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'll see you again in an hour." No, that's ridiculous. Like, what if I just wanted to have $2 an hour? Just think 8-hour day, I get $16. I could use that to maybe splurge a little bit on a meal, go get a nice steak or something. But then it's all gone. So it wasn't really working for me. Now, as to segue into kind of what I really wanted to talk about is the emergence of contractors. So contractors, how do you think these contractors came about? Like when I was in the Army, a lot of my buddies can probably attest to this, the contractors were all over the place and they were making tons of money, way more than we were. And what was everyone saying when we were deployed and stuff? Man, when I get out, I'm gonna get a contracting job and come over here and work for 4 months, and then come back home and enjoy it. Well, these contractors were all ex-military. And it was happening in the civilian world too. People were getting tired of the little amount of money they were getting paid, so they were quitting their job and then renegotiating their pay through their own private company for much more. Now, if you think about it, probably in your job right now, if you think about quitting and saying, all right, you can hire me back for just a little bit of money, it won't work. They'll just laugh at you and be like, well, no. Good luck in your adventures. Because the way it works is, if you want to get anything like that done, you have to do it as a group. You have to team up with other people. So that's the way the contractors work. A group of them would quit, to where it put the company in a spot to where they had to quickly fill the roles and train the individuals. So how much do you think it was worth for a company to just hire back the same individuals that already had the training, already knew how to do the job, and already worked together? It was huge. They ended up giving these guys like 100% more money in some cases. Or in the case of the military, you guys probably know, they were making like mid to low, they were making six figures, mid to low six figures. And it's all because a group of them got together and decided that we want to make more money, and we're going to force these companies to do that. So the real lesson of today really was about teamwork and camaraderie. Because right now we all walk around as, I'm not going to say all, because I'm going to try to steer away from using extreme terms like that, but a lot of us walk around as individuals, leery of each other, you know, untrusting. But if we can combine together for a one cause, we can really get some stuff done. We don't have to live like we are with making $2 an hour ultimately with a $60,000 salary. But yeah, that's pretty much today's. I hope you guys enjoy your Sunday. If you're local here, definitely get out and enjoy the weather, because it's pretty good temperature. But thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.